The legacy of Maurice Richard, celebrating his contributions to hockey. Maurice Richard, also known as the Rocket, was a Canadian professional ice hockey player who played for the Montreal Canadiens in the National Hockey League, NHL. He is widely regarded as one of the greatest hockey players of all time, and his legacy continues to live on in the sport today. Richard was born on August 4, 1921, in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. He began his professional hockey career in 1942 with the Canadiens and quickly established himself as a dominant force on the ice. He was known for his incredible speed, agility, and scoring ability, as well as his fierce competitiveness and leadership on and off the ice. Throughout his career, Richard set numerous records and achieved many milestones. He was the first player in NHL history to score 50 goals in a single season, a feat he accomplished in the 1944-45 season. He went on to score 544 career goals in 978 games, a record that stood for many years before being surpassed by other legendary players. Richard was also known for his fiery temper and willingness to defend himself and his teammates on the ice. He was involved in several high-profile incidents, including the famous Richard Riot in 1955, when he was suspended for hitting a linesman, and his subsequent suspension sparked protests and riots in Montreal. Despite his aggressive play style, Richard was beloved by fans and respected by his peers for his talent and dedication to the game. He won 8 Stanley Cup championships with the Canadiens and was a 10-time NHL All-Star. He was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame in 1961, just 3 years after his retirement from professional hockey. In addition to his on-ice accomplishments, Richard was also a pioneer for French-Canadian hockey players in the NHL. He faced discrimination and racism throughout his career, but never let it deter him from achieving greatness. He inspired generations of young players to pursue their dreams of playing in the NHL and proved that talent and determination know no boundaries. After retiring from professional hockey, Richard remained involved in the sport as a coach and ambassador for the Canadiens. He continued to be a beloved figure in Montreal and throughout Canada, attending games, events, and charity functions to support the hockey community. Richard passed away on May 27, 2000, at the age of 78, but his legacy lives on in the hearts and minds of hockey fans around the world. His impact on the game is still felt today, as players continue to emulate his style of play and strive to achieve the same level of excellence that he displayed during his career. Maurice Richard was a true legend of the game, and his contributions to hockey will never be forgotten. He paved the way for future generations of players and inspired millions of fans with his skill, passion, and determination. The Rocket will always be remembered as one of the greatest players to ever lace up a pair of skates, and his legacy will continue to inspire hockey players and fans for generations to come.